Can you hear me clearly? Good morning, everyone. Let's start the class. I'm going to quickly reiterate what we did in the last class. Yesterday, we started with network techniques and we finished drawing the network diagram. So, we've done till now drawing the network diagram and we'll continue from there today. Okay. So, let me just quickly share my screen with you so that you know what we are going to do today. All of you can see my screen clearly. Is it visible, the file?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So we had drawn a network diagram for this question yesterday. Is it clear to everyone? And this question also, dummy, where we had introduced dummy. Now let's understand critical path analysis today. Okay, critical path means the path which is the most important path in any kind of network. Okay, so what it means is that suppose you come to college every day. Okay, you take a path which you take every day. So there is something which is very important to you, why you take that path every day, and it is the longest path through the entire network. It may be something which is very important there, so you take that path every day. Okay, so that is called critical path. So critical path, all the activities are called critical activities for the critical path. So what we need to do is find the critical path for the questions for the network, which means that the longest path through the entire network. The length of the critical path is also the shortest time allowable for completion of the project. Okay, that means that this is the time which is also called duration of the project. Okay, all the activities on the critical path are called critical activities. उनको करना जरूरी होता है, वो सारी activities important होती हैं. If the project has to be completed ahead of schedule, then the time required for at least one of the critical activity must be reduced. For example, if one activity is going to get completed in 5 days, and if you want that the project should get completed before 20 days, then you need to reduce the time for one of the critical activities. Okay. Any delay in completing the critical activities will increase the project duration. Okay. For example, anything important that you do, if you take longer time to do that important work, then your entire time for the entire project gets elongated. All right. So let's understand, you'll understand with questions. The activity which does not lie on critical path is called non-critical activity. Okay. Non-critical activities may have some slack time. What is slack time? For example, one assignment which the teacher has given to you, she may have asked you for say 20th as the last date, but you have been given some extra time and you can give in by 25th. Okay. That means that the 5 days are slack time that has been given to you. That is an extra time which you can use to submit your assignment. All right. Now, if the teacher says that after that 5 days you would be marked negatively, that means the slack time is only for 5 days, and after which you would be marked negatively on the assignment. All right. So this comes in as a short question. What is slack time? Slack time is the amount of time by which start of an activity may be delayed without affecting the overall completion time of the project. So if you give your assignment say by 25th, that's not going to make a difference to the end of the semester, to the completion of the course. Okay. So it's called slack time. Slack time is the amount of time by which start of an activity you can delay that without affecting the overall completion time of the project. But critical activity does not have any slack. Why? Because it's the most important activity. It has to be done in time. Okay, there's no float. Float is also called slack. There's no slack in critical activity. All right. So this comes in as a short type of question. What is slack time? What is float? What is critical path? What is critical path analysis? Okay, so you need to write all of this. Okay, so let's calculate earliest time and latest time. Okay, earliest time and latest time, and earliest finish time and earliest latest finish time, and earliest start time and latest start time. Okay, so there are four: earliest time, earliest start time, earliest finish time, latest start time, latest finish time. Okay, so there are four which need to be calculated. So let's see any question which has been solved. Okay, so grab a pen and paper quickly so that you can solve right along with me. Take a copy and a pen. Write the question. Please take a pen and paper. Write the question. Draw a network diagram. What in this question is a full-fledged question. You need to draw a diagram and calculate the critical path. Okay. So I'm going to do it with you. First, draw the diagram. 1 to 2 activity is A. Okay, draw 1 to 2 A, 1 to 3 B, 2 to 4 C, 3 to 4 D. Take it as events and draw the activity. I want to see, can somebody share their screen with me? Or somebody switch on their video and show it to me if anybody is doing it. Okay, so let's look at the diagram which has been drawn. 1 to 2 is A, 1 to 3 is B. Okay, they have mentioned the time duration on the arrow. For example, activity A is taking 4 days to complete. Activity B is taking 1 day to complete. Activity C is taking 1 day to complete. Are you all able to understand? Can I unmute you?
Yes, ma'am, done.
Okay. So one of you please remain on unmute so I know that you people are doing the question. Understand how the diagram has been drawn. You can write A on the arrow, you can write A, B, C, D, E, F, okay, on the arrows. And time duration has to be mentioned on the arrows. Will anybody like to share with me what they have done? Go to your video, open up your video and show it to me. This diagram is clear to everyone. Shall I move on? Okay, so let's start the earliest finish and earliest start time. Okay, to determine critical
एक मिनट
path. See, all of you would have drawn it on paper, so I'm moving on.
हमें एक मिनट रीडिंग्स लेने दो. Yes, ma'am. Done.
G4. Okay, so let's start with activity 1 first. Okay, calculate. See, they have calculated it like this, but you can calculate on the diagram earliest time and earliest finish. Okay,
Okay.
here. So first activity is 0. It will start at 0 and it will finish by 4.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so start like that 4. Then activity 2 to 4 is 4 plus 1, 5. Activity C. Okay, B is 0,
0,1.
1. D is 1 comma 2. Okay, now when two arrows are coming on to one activity, so you see that the higher one is taken for the next activity start. Okay, when two arrows are coming on to one activity, then you take the higher as the start of the next activity. Okay, so for C and D, 5 and 2, end is 5 and end is 2, so you take 5. F will be 5, 10. So calculate, look at activity, look at the event 5, okay? After 5, it is dividing into 2 arrows, 7 and 6, okay? So the higher point will be taken at that point of time when 2 arrows are combining to form a single event. Okay, so next will be 6. See, this is how I have done. Can you see my paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in the end, you should get 22, 22. So L will be 10, 17. K will be 17, 22. So in the end, you should get 22. So your duration of the project is 22 days. And what is the critical path? The critical path is the longest path. Okay. So look at the longest path. 22 कैसे आया है?
Ma'am, A to B, B to E, E to H,
D, E, G.
H, J.
You calculate the duration and see. See 1 plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. And this is 1 plus 7, 1 plus 6, 7 plus 8, 15, 16, 17 plus 5, 22. Okay, so it should be 1, 3, 5, 7, 8 and 10.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
If you want to check,
मैम
yeah.
मैम मैंने आपको एक चीज व्हाट्सएप करी है, वो देखना मैम.
I don't have my
मेरा ऐसा है.
I don't have my phone with me. You show it to me. I'll see it here. Open up your video and show it to me.
हम हो नहीं रहा इसमें अभी. ऐप में कुछ दिक्कत आ रही है मैम इस वक्त, इसलिए. मैम बाद में देख लेना, फिर बता देना आप.
ठीक है, I'll send it to you. Okay. But is this clear? 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10 and you can check. आप उसके ड्यूरेशन अगर ऐड करोगे तो वो 22 आएगा. ठीक है.
यस मैम.
ड्यूरेशन सारे पाथ के चेक कर लो और जो सबसे लॉन्गेस्ट ड्यूरेशन आएगा वो वाला पाथ क्रिटिकल पाथ है. So it's very easy to check the diagram and it's very easy to check this question. Okay.
ओके मैम.
Clear?
तो
So
मैम इसकी ड्यूरेशन 22 डेज हो गई.
हाँ, ड्यूरेशन 22 डेज हो गई. क्रिटिकल पाथ आ गया. ठीक है.
यस मैम.
क्रिटिकल एक्टिविटीज आ गई. व्हाट आर द क्रिटिकल एक्टिविटीज? 1, 3, 5, 7, 8 and 10. ओके. क्रिटिकल पाथ पे जो एक्टिविटीज होती हैं दे आर कॉल्ड क्रिटिकल एक्टिविटीज.
ओके मैम.
Clear? So this much is clear. Okay, part I'm not going to start right now. Let's do some more questions. Does anybody have any more questions? Part I'll start tomorrow.
ओके मैम.
Okay, this question also you can do. See, duration is given to you. Let me take another question. Wait. There are no more questions here. Let's do for this. Okay, prepare a network diagram for constructing a 5-floor apartment. The major activity of the project are given as below. Okay, draw the diagram first and then calculate critical path. Okay, so A और B एक इवेंट से स्टार्ट हो रहे हैं, करो.
Yes, ma'am.
So there are 2 or 3 dummies in this question. Are you able to get it? Are you able to draw?
यस मैम, मैं
So
बस हो गया.
okay, so let me draw and show it to you. Okay, so can you see this?
नो मैम.
Can you see now?
नो मैम. मैम बहुत लाइट आ रही है आपके कैमरे पे.
Okay, so otherwise, see A और B आपने इवेंट से निकाला पहले 1, ठीक है,
यस मैम.
वहां तक क्लियर है. उसके बाद 2 से 3 C
मैम
गया.
यस मैम.
इसमें एक डमी बना है F और I के बीच में.
मैम इवेंट 1 से ए और बी निकले.
हाँ ठीक है.
फिर मैम इवेंट ए 1 से जो ए निकला उसे नाम दिया हमने 2.
ठीक है.
और मैम 2 से निकला ई डी और सी.
हाँ ठीक है. तो C तो
मैम ई
चला गया.
मैम सी और बी से हमने एक डमी लिया और उसको एक नाम दे दिया इवेंट को.
नहीं नहीं बेटे, आप 2 से 3 C ले जाओ ना. सिंपल एरो बनाओ. 2 से 3, एक 3 पे एक साइड से B आएगा, एक साइड से C आएगा, क्योंकि B C से फिर